The world's truly legendary empires do not rely on an established royal bloodline. They build incredible paths to power that push human ambition to the absolute peak. When we think of elite historical rulers, we imagine wealthy crown princes born in palaces. But true absolute dominance belongs to the masterminds of extreme rags to richest triumphs. These clever individuals manipulated their dangerous surroundings to rise from nothing to the throne. Today we are counting down 10 of history's absolute greatest rags to richest stories. We will look closely at exactly how they fooled authorities and seized total power. Before we dive in, please like and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles right now. Hitting that big subscribe button helps us bring you more high-quality history videos. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell for your daily history fix. Let us start our global countdown with number 10, which takes us to ancient China. Number 10 is the incredible rise of Liu Bang, who founded the Han Dynasty. The humble young man started his life as a poor peasant and local village security officer. He was tasked with transporting a large group of convicts to a distant imperial labor site. Several prisoners escaped along the trail, and the harsh penalty for his failure was execution. Instead of surrendering to the law, Liu Bang freed the remaining prisoners and became a rebel. He built a massive army of outlaws and brilliant tactical minds out in the wild marshes. He shared his food and plunder equally with his followers to build an unshakable bond of loyalty. He successfully overthrew the brutal Qin dynasty and defeated his elite aristocratic rivals in battle. The poor peasant village officer crowned himself emperor and established a 4th-century dynasty. Next up at number 9 is the breathtaking story of Empress Catherine, the First of Russia. She started her life as a poor orphan peasant girl born in a small village. She worked as a simple housemaid for a local pastor during a violent regional war. Russian military forces captured her town, and she was taken as a common war prize. Her striking beauty and quick wit caught the eye of the royal favorite Alexander Menshikov. She eventually met Tsar Peter the Great, who fell completely in love with her brilliant mind. She learned to navigate the complex political landscape of the royal court with absolute ease. She officially converted to the faith, married the Tsar, and became his closest trusted advisor. When Peter passed away, she successfully secured the total loyalty of the elite imperial guards. The former orphan maid officially took the crown as the sole ruling empress of Russia. Number 8 takes us to the classical Roman world with the rise of Emperor Maximinus Thrax. The massive young man started his life as a simple barbarian shepherd in remote Thrace. He possessed incredible physical height and strength that allowed him to crush opponents easily. He joined the Roman legions as a simple foot soldier to escape his impoverished village. His terrifying combat skills caught the attention of multiple emperors who promoted him rapidly. He could reportedly run alongside a galloping horse while wearing full heavy battle armor. He rose through the ranks to command the entire elite recruit training camp on the frontier. When the soldiers became deeply enraged with their current ruler, they declared the giant their leader. The former barbarian shepherd marched on Rome and took absolute control of the entire empire. Number 7, we look at the breathtaking rise of the global conqueror known as Genghis Khan. He was born with the name Temujin into a tiny fractured nomadic clan on the steppes. His father was brutally poisoned by rivals, and his small family was completely abandoned to starve. He spent his early childhood eating wild roots and hunting small rats just to survive winters. He was even captured by a rival tribe and forced to wear a heavy wooden slave collar. Temujin cleverly escaped his captors and began uniting the fractured nomadic tribes through pure warfare. He broke traditional aristocratic rules by promoting soldiers based on loyalty and battlefield talent. He built a highly disciplined war machine that conquered every rival kingdom in its path. He conquered his enemies completely and was officially declared the supreme leader of all Mongols. The abandoned boy built the largest contiguous land empire ever recorded in the history of the world. Number 6 takes us to the medieval Middle East and the incredible Mamluk Sultan Baybars. He was born as a fair-skinned nomadic boy in the vast Eurasian grassy steppes. Rival tribes captured him during a raid and sold him into absolute slavery at a market. He was purchased by a Syrian commander who noticed his immense physical strength and military talent. Baibars entered an elite military training school for slave soldiers inside the city of Cairo. He revolutionized local cavalry tactics and rose to command the entire elite royal vanguard force. He led his forces to crush the invading Mongol armies at the historic Battle of Ain Jalut. He then assassinated the current sultan and seized the supreme throne of Egypt and Syria. The former slave soldier ruled for decades as one of the most powerful Islamic leaders in history. We have reached the middle position for today, countdown of history's most gripping triumphs. Before we reveal the top 5, please like this video and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles. Your daily support helps us spend more time researching these incredible historical survival stories. Leave a comment right below about which historic rise has shocked you the most so far. Now let us jump straight to number 5 on our list of legendary ambitions. Number 5 is the ultimate pirate queen Ming, she who outsmarted 3 global naval empires. She started her humble life working as a poor prostitute aboard a floating brothel in Canton. A powerful pirate commander named Chung noticed her sharp mind and married her instantly. She demanded a full 50% share of his pirate command and business before agreeing. When her husband tragically passed away in a storm, she took total control of his massive fleet. She instituted a strict code of laws that punished disobedience with instant execution on deck. She rose to command the legendary Red Flag Fleet with over 300 warships and 40,000 pirates. She completely defeated the Chinese Imperial Navy, the Portuguese fleet, and the British Royal Navy. Her pirate crews controlled the entire maritime trade economy along the southern coast of China. Realizing they could not stop her, the Chinese emperor offered her a full, honorable surrender amnesty. The former prostitute retired incredibly rich, kept all her treasure, and lived out her days free. Moving to number 4, we look at the magnificent rise of the Roman Emperor Justin I. He started his life as a poor, illiterate peasant boy tending pigs in the countryside. A brutal invasion destroyed his home village, and he fled to Constantinople with nothing but bread. He joined the newly formed palace guard unit because of his excellent physical health and height. He served the empire faithfully for decades, fighting in multiple dangerous frontier border campaigns. He rose to become the commander of the elite palace guard through sheer survival and loyalty. He accumulated vast personal wealth by quietly controlling the access lines to the imperial office. When the old emperor passed away without a clear heir, the Senate looked to the guard commander. The illiterate former swineherd was officially crowned the absolute ruler of the entire Mediterranean world. Number 3 takes us to the Byzantine Empire with the spectacular rise of Emperor Basil I. He was born into a poor peasant family and spent his childhood enslaved by invading forces. He eventually escaped to the capital city of Constantinople with absolutely no money or connections. He found employment as a simple stable boy due to his incredible talent for handling horses. His massive physical wrestling strength caught the eye of the wealthy elites at a public match. He became the personal bodyguard and closest companion to the reigning emperor Michael III. Basil used his growing political influence to systematically eliminate his main rivals at court. He manipulated the royal family until he was officially named the co-ruler of the state. He eventually assassinated the emperor himself and took the supreme crown for his own family. The former peasant slave started the Macedonian Dynasty, which led Byzantium into its greatest golden age. At number 2, we look at the legendary Chinese emperor Zhu Yuanzhang, who founded the Ming Dynasty. He was born into an incredibly poor peasant farming family that could barely afford daily food. A catastrophic famine and plague killed his entire family, leaving him completely alone as a teenager. He entered a local Buddhist monastery as a beggar monk to find shelter and scrap meals. When the monastery ran completely out of food, he traveled the countryside begging for basic survival. He joined a local secret society rebel group that was fighting against the ruling Mongol rulers. His brilliant natural military strategy and bravery quickly earned him the command of the rebel forces. He captured the capital city, overthrew the dynasty, and declared himself the supreme Hongwu emperor. His rise from a starving beggar monk to the imperial throne remains an unparalleled historical feat. Finally, we reach number 1 on our list, which takes us to the absolute peak of ancient Rome. Number 1 is the unbelievable story of the ruling Emperor Diocletian who saved Rome from collapse. He was born with a low-status name in Dalmatia as the son of a poor freed slave. He had absolutely no aristocratic background or wealth in a society obsessed with family noble lines. He joined the Roman military as a common soldier and used his unmatched organizational mind to rise. He became the commander of the elite palace guard unit under the Emperor Carus on campaign. When the emperor died mysteriously, the army voted to place the son of a slave in absolute charge. He completely reorganized the entire Roman administration and ended the chaotic 3rd century crisis safely. He established a brand new governing framework that stabilized the borders for generations to come. He ruled with absolute power, transforming the state and dividing the empire for easier military defense. The slave son became a living god king who retired voluntarily to grow vegetables in his palace. These gripping narratives prove that human resourcefulness can shatter the strongest chains on earth completely. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles right now. See you tomorrow as we upload high-quality history videos every single day without fail.